First, it was the Silverado and GMC Sierra pausing production due to high inventory levels, and now the brakes are being put on the F-150 Lightning pickup trucks amid concerns after a battery fire risk for those EV trucks. And this is not the first time for Ford. They are extending to a fourth week of paused production at the plant after the initial announcement of a battery issue and production back in early February. The automaker had previously indicated it knew the root cause of the problem a few weeks later on February 15th. They now say it's extending the shutdown as South Korean battery partner SK On will need time to implement changes in power cell production. The battery supplier SK On has released a statement addressing this matter though, and they say, quote, "We believe this was a rare occurrence, not a fundamental issue with the technology of the battery cells or our overall manufacturing systems," end quote. They go on to say, with the Ford, SK On identified the root cause of the issue and implemented measures of improvement in our processes to address the issue. SK On has since resumed production at its Georgia-based EV battery production plant and noted that the defect that led to the one F-150 Lightning fire was not a fundamental flaw in its design. The supplier has since made changes to the battery cell production line, and the problem is believed to only impact pickup trucks currently at the Rogue Electric Vehicle Center, not any units in the hands of the customers or dealers. So that sounds promising. Elsewhere, production pauses for the 2023 Escape from Ford and the 2023 Lincoln Corsair were reportedly extended due to an unresolved software issue. Production of those vehicles has been on hold for several weeks as well. A few more numbers here. Through the end of 2022, Ford delivered 15,600 F-150 Lightnings after its launch in May of that year. And all told, Ford has sold over 61,000 EVs last year, over double that from 2021. That comprises of the Lightning, about almost 40,000 Mach-E's, and a little over 6,000 E-Transit vans. On a related note, and much more recently in the news, mining aluminum for the F-150 Lightning is allegedly making thousands in the Amazon rainforest sick. So a class action lawsuit against the owner of a refinery that produces aluminum ore used to make cars and EVs, including the F-150 Lightning, but not exclusively, argues that the refinery is polluting nearby rivers and streams and endangering thousands of Brazilians in the process. This lawsuit represents 11,000 residents who live in the communities close to this refinery in Brazil, which is owned by the Norwegian aluminum company Norsk Hydro ASA. The suit's plaintiffs say that Norsk Hydro is responsible for an epidemic of illness that stems from rampant pollution at the refinery. Those living in communities nearby allege that toxic waste is seeping into the water supply of Barcarena, according to an investigation by Bloomberg. The lawsuit will try to hold Hydro accountable for 10 incidents that have polluted and endangered the community, and these incidents go back for nearly 2 decades. But unfortunately, the F-150 is in those headlines.
Thanks for watching. Please click subscribe and give us a thumbs up. See you next time.